Happy Friday night, everyone. How's it going? Welcome over. Sorry if Eric's still running over. I figured I'd better start pretty close to 9 here. Make sure we stay on schedule. But how's everyone doing tonight? Got a really interesting episode planned tonight. So if you can see behind me here, there's a lot of cocktail stuff. I had to do quite a bit of prepping for this. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm not much of a cocktail guy normally. Normally I'm strictly neat, but I figured, Irish cocktails, that could be interesting. So Steve A, Eric just wrapped up. Awesome. I appreciate it, Eric. You're a gentleman. So who's all here tonight, guys? Christine Deems, Captain Make It Happen. Andrew, how you doing? Jason, good to see ya. Michael Hassett, Spencer Mav, Miguel Torres. Andrew, DH Silv, good to see you all. Steve A, I mentioned. Thank you so much for coming over. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. I got a big menu planned tonight, so I figure I would start with the Irish classic. Maybe the Irish car bomb. That's probably the most popular Irish drink, at least I can think of. Brian Walsh, Kenneth Kennedy, welcome in. Thanks for coming, guys. I'm really excited to be here. I love these Friday nights, so let's get into it. I don't have any other drinks poured, so I figure I better make a cocktail here, I guess. All right, so I've got the Guinness. I probably left stuff like in the fridge, so I may need to go make a run to the fridge to grab some stuff, but I'll do the best I can. So let's see. I got the Guinness ready to go. Now these Guinnesses always have that little ball in there to keep them from, I don't know what the reason is. I'm not gonna try to bullshit you. Woo! Maybe that's why. I shouldn't have shook it first. All right. So we'll put a little bit in the bottom there. Oh, yeah, it's all foam. It's to help with the foam, right, guys? Isn't that what that ball is for? Help with the foam? That's probably good. Don't want to go too fast yet. Monica Wiltz, good to see ya. The nitro thing, that's right, DH Silv, that's right. Yep, you're correct. All right. Well, I've got my little shot glass here. I've got my knockoff Baileys. So let's start with that. Now, there's an art form to doing this. They always pour the Irish on top, and it always separates so nice. I'm wondering if I can do that. I don't know. It's going to be difficult. Nitro infusion. Yes, Steve A. Thank you. All right. So which Irish to go with, guys? I've got Tullamore Dew. Picked up the regular base Jameson today just because I knew we were doing cocktail night. I figured I better. I'm not gonna go with the Redbreast 12 cast drink with the Teeling single grain. So I've got reviews of those coming out soon though, so keep your eye out. One of them's gonna be out tomorrow. So I'm thinking probably just base Jameson, right? That's kind of the go-to, right? Let's just do that, I guess. Good old Jameson Irish. I guess. I really should try this Jameson straight before I get into cocktails. That didn't work well at all. I should have used a spoon or something to separate them well. Now it's just all one. That's all right. Steve A says, for car bomb, you got to go Jameson, man. All right, you got it. You got it. And DH Silv said, if you want to up the car bomb, Buffalo Trace and Coffee Stout. Oh, you know what? I actually picked up some KBS today, Kentucky Breakfast Stout. I almost grabbed it for this. If we get time at the end, I might do that. Just because it is a bourbon channel, we may have to grab the Buffalo Trace. May have to do a Kentucky car bomb, I guess is what you'd call it. All right, let's do it, guys. Round 1, cocktail night. Cheers. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Oh, shit. That's so much better than just regular Guinness. Oh, I love that Irish cream. So tasty. Can't even taste the Irish whiskey really, but better wipe my mouth out there. I did splatter a little bit on my desk here, but that's all right. All right, what's everyone else drinking tonight? Steve A says Tully for his Irish coffee in the morning. Yeah, just the regular Tully or something different you get. DH Silv says you got some KBS last night too. Awesome. Yes, today was actually release day for Kentucky Breakfast Stout in Grand Rapids. So I had a picture up of earlier today on our local store chain is Meyer, and there's a whole bunch of just cases everywhere. So Eric, welcome in. Great stream with Kyle tonight. It was awesome. I'm so glad you're still doing bourbons, and that's a good one you did tonight. I've only had a sample before, but it's good. I will say that's one finished bourbon I do like. Not an Angel's Envy guy, but that one I am a fan of. You bought a whole case? Nice. I bought 2 4-packs of the KBS, so I have a 2015 through 2019 now, which is really, really cool. I would really love to try them side by side, and I'm thinking about even doing like a beer episode maybe. It's still bourbon barrel-aged beer, so I feel like, it all relates. So, yeah. All right, so the next cocktail I have on the menu, we're only 10 minutes in, so I can't go too quick, guys, But the next cocktail I have on the menu is actually called the Irish Gold, and I'll pull up a picture here for you. So this is called the Irish Gold. So what we have is 2 ounces of Tullamore Dew, half an ounce of peach schnapps, a splash of orange juice. Oh, orange juice. That's what's in the fridge. I knew I forgot something. 4 ounces of ginger ale, also in the fridge. And then lime. I did have the limes though, so we're good. But this one sounded kind of good. It sounded really refreshing. So I thought we should try this one out. So let's start with the 2 ounces of Tullamore Dew. I'm just gonna eyeball it. I brought a little jigger here, but I tend to pour heavy, so I'd rather not limit myself. All right. I got my ice I just took out of the freezer here. So we're gonna do 2 ounces-ish of the Tullamore. Turn this out so you guys can see that beautiful bottle. It's about 2, right? And what's next? Half an ounce of peach schnapps. I don't know about peach schnapps, guys. Half an ounce of peach schnapps. That's about right. And next we've got splash of orange juice and 4 ounces of ginger ale. Let me grab those. All right. So can someone tell me what is a splash of orange juice? How do I measure a splash? Just throw it in, right? It's about 4 ounces. And then a splash. Yeah, just enough to move around that glass there. Now, was it garnished in the picture, guys? I think it was, right? Garnished with a lime? Well, I'm fancy and I have got a lime, so how about that? Now, look at that. That's pretty amazing. Right? Pretty amazing, right? It's all about how it tastes, though. On the nose. No, I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. Ooh, that's good. I think the fruitiness plays just really well with the fruitiness of the Tullamore Dew, because I got a whole bunch of fruit on this Tullamore Dew when I reviewed it. I don't know if you guys have seen that review yet, but I thought it was very fruity, and I was expecting a lot of grain with it, just because of things I've heard and whatnot. But it wasn't that grainy. It's actually really good. I quite enjoyed it. Yeah, Kenneth Kennedy, when you bump into the wall with a full glass. Yep. That's right. Totally for the Irish coffee, and for tonight, Middleton Very Rare 2017, Steve A. Very nice. Very nice. That's actually really good, guys. If you have the ingredients to make this, I would give it a try. How many of you guys are cocktail people? So I wasn't sure about doing this because obviously most of us prefer to drink neat, or something straight at least, on the rocks, neat, whatever you may have. But I like a good cocktail every time. I mean, it's wintertime here in Michigan, so it's not really cocktail weather. You know, warm or ice cold cocktails are great in the summertime. So, yeah, Monica, I'm in the same boat. I used to love cocktails, and then I met Neat. Yeah, college days. Oh, I was all about those fruity cocktails. This would have been great in college. It's still good now, but I prefer. I'm sure sometime throughout the stream tonight, guys, we'll break out the neat, something neat. Maybe I'll go into the Jameson for the first time. So I have never actually had just regular Jameson straight. I've only had it like mixed in cocktails in college and stuff. So it's hard to believe that, but I really haven't. So I'm kind of intrigued. I'm kind of worried about it, honestly. I'll do a full review of it eventually, but I'm kind of worried I'm not gonna like it. DH Silv. I do cocktails all the time. Whiskey and a drop of water. Yeah. Yeah. One single drop, right? One single drop. Brian said old fashioned. Yes. Old fashioned and Manhattans are obviously my two favorite bourbon cocktails, but it's funny when I was reading up excuse me, when I was reading up on Irish cocktails for tonight, there were a lot of crossovers. So like one of them I have planned on is actually the Irish Mule, you know, the Kentucky Mule. That's the one I really care about, is the Kentucky Mule, but with Irish instead. So that kind of intrigued me. And then also the Dublin Old Fashioned. So just like the normal bourbon Old Fashioned, obviously, but substituting Irish. So yeah, I thought that was really interesting. There is a lot of crossover, I guess. They are both whiskeys after all. DH Silv, that's funny you should ask that question. Stay tuned. That was one I read up on too. You probably can't see it back here. I have not done one. I have not done one, but tonight's the night, I guess. No, a lot of people actually really like those picklebacks. People say they really like them. I don't know. Well, we'll see, I guess. Yeah, DH Silv says Jameson's kind of made for it. Yeah, I guess I can believe that. That's why I'm intrigued to get into it and try it, you know. Gin and tonic on a hot day, yeah. Gin is such a unique spirit, I think. And there can be such a wide range of quality, too. I've had a couple micro distilleries gin before, and it's been really good. So I think it just depends on where you get it from and how you're using it, you know. Can't wait to see the pickle bag. I don't know. I'm honestly kind of nervous about it. I've never done one before, so. Oh, Kenneth, that's something I can't handle is tequila. I have not jumped on the tequila bandwagon yet, I guess. Tequila and tonic, I mean, at least the tonic would hopefully mask some of that tequila taste, but even, you know, margaritas and stuff, it's just not for me. It's just too much. Too much. Anyone else like tequila in here, though? Now, now the new tequila they have that's aged in former bourbon barrels, I'd be interested to hear your guys' thoughts on that, because obviously that's got some influence for us, where we might like that. Anyone had those? Which one's better? Which aging type of aging is better? Oh, Miguel, you're gonna find out. Just stay tuned. You'll find out after this cocktail's done, actually. Lisa says she does. Okay. You have a go-to you like? Yeah, Kenneth. Tequila is great. I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, maybe true, Andrew. I just need to drink some more expensive tequila. That's possible. It's definitely possible. I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, I've only had like... I mean, I've had Patron. Patron is a lot more sugary to me than like a Jose Cuervo. I mean, that just tastes like pure cactus to me. Yeah, Eric. I'm the same way. I've got bad memories with tequila, so no thanks. Boy, this is good though. This Irish Gold is good. This is like the perfect summer cocktail. I'm gonna have to remember this. That peach schnapps actually adds a nice extra layer of fruitiness to it. Yeah, it reminds me of just like being in Cancun on the beach. Ugh, man, I wish. Smoky Scotch. Okay, yeah, I do actually. I loved the Ardbeg 10 that I reviewed, Andrew. That was one of my favorites. Obviously, well, actually, I've only had a couple scotches, so I can't speak to that too much. But speaking of which, next week, Friday at this time, Vito from Cast Strength, we are going to be on here on my channel, and we're going to be talking scotch and trying some scotches. So very similar to what Jason and him did last week. We're going to be doing the same thing, trying a bunch of different stuff. So, and I'm really looking forward to that because obviously I'm new to scotch and I want to be educated on it. You know, I watch a lot of you guys who talk about scotch and everything, and I follow that, but I still know the very, very basics. So that'll definitely be interesting to see, to learn more about it, because it's such a wide range out there for scotch. Lisa says she lives in Arizona. She has to like tequila. Yeah, it kind of comes with the territory, right? DH Silv says Patron is very entry level. Yeah, I mean, but when you don't know any better and you're like in college and you think that's like the end all of tequila, you know, which is what I thought, of course. Ooh, Captain Making Happy says, be prepared for a very different type of smoke on the mezcal. Good, but just out there. What kind of smoke would you describe it as? So it's not like a peaty campfire-like smoke. It's different. Eric, yes, I do. I do have Irish, and I think I do have some Irish, but I really don't know. I don't know, like, to the extent or how much. I'm bad about that. I think I'm a little bit of everything, honestly. I must, because I like Irish quite a bit. That's good. All right. So, Jason Coates says mezcal tastes uncannily like gasoline. Oh, well, that might not be the kind of smoke I like, I'll be honest. We'll see. Ugh, I don't know. All right, cocktail 2. Toast, guys. You know what that means. It's pickleback time. Now, I'm using my new Elijah Craig shot glass I got from the Heaven Hill tasting I did the other day. I'm going to have an episode come out talking about that a little bit. That was a really fun experience. If you guys can ever go to any tastings, like locally, any places that put them on, I definitely recommend it because I learned a lot and had a lot of fun. Tried a lot of good stuff. So I've already got my pickles in here. I don't know if there's a proper order to do this. To eat the pickles first or wait till the end and, you know, pickle down afterwards or what, but so I'll stick with Jameson. I'm not going to be able to pour this properly, so I'm going to use my, like a medicine dropper to put this into the shot glass for the pickle juice. Hey. All right, so I'm going to pour a little bit of the Jameson in here. Oh, is that true? You shoot the Jameson, then you shoot the pickle juice? All right, well, I can improvise. That's fine. I can do that. Or I can put both in the same one. That might be gross. That's probably really gross, actually. I like your idea better. I'm going to do 2 shot glasses. What are the pickles for? Just garnish? Oh, yeah, pickle back. Captain, that makes perfect sense. I get it now. Pickle back. How about that? These people, they really know what they're talking about, don't they? Well, this was not the best idea for pickle juice, I'll tell you what. So, can you shoot them together? Would that be disgusting? I mean, probably disgusting, right? It's probably not good this way either, but... Everyone's saying, ew, gross, no! Well, the picture I had with the pickleback, they are separate shots. That makes a lot more sense now. But I also saw a picture that had them together, so that's what really threw me off. But this one has pickles in it, so But now I got the pickles in the Jameson. Oh, come on. I didn't think this through very well. All right, whatever. I better pour a little bit more of this shot then. DH Silv. Obviously, I'm not a big shoot my whiskey type guy, so I don't know anything about this, so thank you. The whole point is to see how the pickles change the flavor of the whiskey. Okay. Captain, make it happen. You just do you there, bud. That'd be disgusting, I think. It doesn't smell like pickles, guys. We're good. All right, guys. Cheers to Friday night. Have a great weekend, guys. It makes the Jameson taste a lot better than it did going down the first time. I'll say that. Mm-hmm. Woo! I actually like it better that way, I think. That was actually a little bit harsh, that shot. I'm intrigued now to see what I think of this Jameson. It's getting lit tonight, Brian! Yes, it is. It's not really cocktail, but... I mean, I thought it was a cocktail, Spencer Mab, because I thought they were mixed when I first saw it. So that would technically be a cocktail. Plus, DH Silv just said that he puts a drop of water in his whiskey and makes it a cocktail. So I think that qualifies, right? It's a cocktail in your stomach, if nothing else. So we'll count that, all right? All right, what's next on the list, guys? That's actually not half bad, honestly. I see why people like it. I think that briny saltiness really helps with the whiskey. I mean, it's easier for us guys because we can actually, like, we're used to drinking whiskey and that proof. We don't shoot stuff that often probably, but yeah, I actually didn't mind that. You have to like pickles for sure, but Captain Make It Happen says 3 ingredients makes a cocktail. Okay. 3 ingredient. Yeah, it was only 2. So, all right. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Spencer Mab says no, but okay. All right. I give it to you. All right. So next on the list, we are going with the Dublin Old Fashioned. Now, it's just like what you think. It's an old fashioned, but with Irish whiskey instead. So, I do have my whiskey stones, but I think I'm just going to use the ice I have here already, guys, since it's already here. Now, everyone makes their old fashions differently too. So I'm curious to see what the best way to make an old fashioned is for you guys. What do you guys like ratio wise? I always go heavy on the bitters because I really like that myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that here. So I do not have orange peel, but I have orange bitters. So I'm gonna go heavy on the orange bitters as well. And I'm sure the order we add things here too, guys, will make a difference. I'm not that fancy, so I'm just gonna go with the order I do it when I make it for myself. Yeah, Steve A, that's the question. I mean, bourbon or rye. Manhattan's agreed. Always go with the rye. For me personally, old fashions, I've gone both ways, and it's been good both ways too. So traditionally, I'll make the old fashions with a rye as well, but I like to use high proof bourbons in my old fashions too, just to kind of keep that proof up so I can taste the whiskey. I will never touch another man's dickle. And Eric, don't knock it till you try it. That's great. Oh, these are not made for pouring, apparently. That looks about right. And I always throw a couple of these delicious Luxardo cherries in my old fashions too. Now, do you guys have certain cherries you'll use for your old fashions? Let me know that. I think these Luxardo cherries are just the best. They're technically maraschino cherries, but they're pretty much brandied cherries. I think they're much better than the maraschino cherries in my opinion. So, but you know, each person has their own preference on stuff. So that's what it is, guys, right there. I'll tell you what, the picture looks a lot better here, much darker. Ooh, they added some lemon too. I have lemon juice upstairs, but we'll just go with this. That's fine. Woodford Reserve cherries, Steve A says. Okay. Yeah, I've heard the Woodford Reserve cherries are pretty good, actually. I'd like to try those. I've never actually had those. All right. Amarina are a great alternative for about $4. Cat Big Habit says I'll have to keep an eye out for those. I'm curious what the difference in the Woodford cherries are. Like what the difference in taste is. They're probably, I mean, what, bourbon soaked cherries most likely, right? Yeah, that's good. Honestly, it tastes very similar to a normal old fashioned. It's just not as rich to me. It's a lot fruitier. I think a lot more fruity on this one. So if you prefer those fruit notes, this is going to be a good cocktail for sure. Trader Joe's, okay, yep. The cherry bitters, yeah, I've never had the cherry bitters either. If they taste like the candy, like candy cherry at all, that's not for me. I don't like candy or like cherry flavored anything really, so that's not my go-to. But Monica says that's a great show, cherry review. Yeah, I mean, if people want to see it, you know, we'll bring it. Yeah, now bourbon soaked cherries, that'd be fine. That's not like a candy cherry, I wouldn't think. Not quite as thick as in syrup and sweet as the Luxardo. Yeah, and it is. It's the Luxardo cherries are that syrup is very thick, for sure. But I really like them. They're really my favorite. Ken, your glass is empty. You better fix that, buddy. Better fix that. Party Source, welcome in. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you, buddy. Cheers. Boy, I can get on board with this Irish old fashioned. That is not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, so tomorrow, guys, I am going to be reviewing, as I mentioned, one of these two back here. So either Redbreast 12 Cask Strength or Teeling Single Grain. Both great whiskeys. You know, obviously Tullamore Dew is my first dive into Irish, and I thought it was quite good for what it is. But once I tried the other two, I'll just say that it wasn't quite as good as what I thought it was, I guess. So, but yeah, the Teeling interests me because they have a single grain, a small batch, single malt. They have a couple different varieties, and I kind of want to try all of them now, honestly, after trying them. That is good stuff. Good stuff. Captain Make It Happen says Redbreast is better than Teeling. Oh, Redbreast is better, but Teeling is more interesting. It makes perfect sense. They're completely different. They are completely different, but you know, I haven't had the regular Redbreast 12, just the normal base product, but the cask strength is just on another level. And Jason, have you had the Teeling single grain, or do you know which one you had? The single grain, it's very unique, I feel like. Obviously, I'm no Irish expert, guys, but I feel like the way the finishes and the flavor profile was not like any of the other 2 Irishes I had, at least in recent history. So Eric says he reviewed 3 Teelings last St. Patrick's Day. Oh, very nice. Do you remember which ones you did, Eric? And if so, were they on your channel? I'll have to just check them out. Captain, make it happen. You're exactly right. It's the finishing on the Teeling. Oh, you're saying that's the differences? Are you saying that's the differences between the Teelings? Because the finish on the Teeling was very unique. I don't know if that's what you were saying, but okay. Jason had the rum finished one. Okay, yep, yeah. And the single grain here, I think it was very unique. But I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. So, and I had never really branched out to too much of finishing when it comes to whiskey, I guess. I mean, I've had like the Angel's Envy and a couple port finished like micro distillery expressions, but the Redbreast being finished in sherry cask, the Teeling was finished in former California red wine barrels. So Eric will know a lot about that, I'm sure. But and then Tullamore Dew was also finished in Oloroso sherry cask. So, and man, the sherry, in my opinion, the wine and the sherry really does make a difference. I mean, you can pick up those notes. It's just so rich and fruity. I mean, just the fruitiness. It's just bright red, ripe fruits, you know? So I really enjoyed it, though. Irish is definitely something I want to branch out more into. Captain Bacon Habit says, yes, the barrel finishing shows through. Yes. Yeah, it was a unique barrel note I was getting, too. It was really good, though. Brian Walsh says he's popping open some green spot tomorrow. Nice. So I've heard mixed reviews on the different spot expressions, so I'd like to hear what you guys think. So green spot, yellow spot, red spot. I've heard a lot of people have been disappointed. I've heard a couple people say they're disappointed with the red spot. Other people say they love it. And then between green spot and yellow spot, which one is better? Because I've heard green spot's better, I've heard yellow spot's better. And I've seen the green and the yellow locally. The red I still have not seen. So I'm curious. Curious to see what you guys think, I guess. Richie Z, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Good to see you, buddy. William Devilar, I don't know if I said hi to you either, but welcome in. I know you've been here a little bit. Boy. Old fashioned with any whiskey is just good stuff. DH Silv said yellow spot was overpriced, but it was good. Wouldn't rebuy. Okay, good information. Good information. Because, man, I mean, I almost picked up a yellow spot the other day just based on the recommendation of a couple people. You know, again, I'm new to Irish, so like I'm exploring the different options here, but there's, just like with Scotch, there's a whole bunch of different expressions out there, you know? And I'm sure they're all unique, just like bourbon is, just like Scotch is, so it's so hard to decide what to get next, guys. I'm sure you have the same problem I do. Michael Hassett said it was, he's only had the green spot. It was a nice, smooth finish, and he enjoyed it. Okay, good. Yeah. And Eric said, green spot, red wine finishes are great. Okay. All right, very nice. Yeah, see, there's so much out there. Oh, Eric, I missed before, too. You said you did Teeling Trinity pack, so single grain, small batch, and single malt. That's what I want. So were they smaller bottles then? Because that's what I'd love to do. I even said it in my review. I was like, hey, I really want to try the small batch and the single malt. Honestly, as much as I like the single grain, I would be fine buying the full bottles of the other two. I assume they're pretty good, but yeah, I mean, the sample packs are great things. I know, I can't remember. There's a couple Scotch companies out there that are doing it too. That's the way to go, though. Find out what you like, you know? Oh, Kenneth, yes. I mean, after having the Redbreast 12 cast strength, I'm at the point where I would love to just get the 15 and the 18. Just to see the differences, you know? I mean, because I really liked that 12 cast strength a lot. a lot. It wasn't overhyped from what everyone had told me, you know. Miguel, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Cheers, buddy. Have a good night. Feel better. $5 ounces each, Eric says. Okay, yep. Makes sense. Oh, Steve A says experiment with the cherry Irish mule. Okay. You know, I have the capability to make that exact same drink in about 2 minutes. So what did you use for your the cherry? You just added cherry to it at the end? Because I even brought some mint down, guys. I mean, come on. I went all out for cocktail night tonight. Look at, I brought fresh mint. Who does that? Funny story, though. Last time I went to my local store, pretty sure I thought I was buying mint, and whatever I brought home was not mint, because I made a couple Kentucky Mules with it, and it was very funky. This actually smells like mint. It actually smells like mint, so we're safe, but I don't know what it was. Have you guys ever been in the herb aisle at the store, and you see all these different things that look alike? I mean, Eric's been to like culinary school, so maybe he could get through it, but me, they all look alike. Like, I could have grabbed cilantro for all I know, and that would have been really funky in there, so I don't know. But this is mint for sure, so we're covered, guys. But yeah. Powers Woodford soaked cherry with a teaspoon of juice, then ginger beer. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could do that. Maybe I'll do a normal Irish mule, and then I'll add the cherry after I drink it down a little bit. See how it changes it. That'd be kind of cool. Jason Goat says, define herb aisle. Yeah, they get confusing, don't they? Alright, let me start making my next one, guys. So, the proper way to do this, add a couple of these mint leaves. Be good. And then I do have some mint syrup, which is probably the best thing. Oh, Steve A didn't have any lime. Okay, that makes sense. Well, either way, it sounds like a fun experiment, so we're good. We're good. So add a little bit of that mint syrup just to give it that mintiness. And then what we're going to do is get our muddler out and muddle it in a little bit. I'm going to do this on camera, so I'm not doing it down here and you just see my arms moving like this. That wouldn't be the best, I don't think. So we'll do it on camera for you, for YouTube's policies and procedures. That's muddled enough. Alright, add some ice. Now, during the summertime, guys, I like a whole bunch of ice in mine. That's why I use usually very high proof bourbons, like Old Granddad 114 when I make old these mules. Sometimes even like the Old Forester 1920, which is a shame with you know, with how good it is on its own. But yeah, let me we'll start with pouring the Irish. So I'll go with Jameson again. DH Sill said he's a big ice guy too. Yeah, during the summertime, it's most definitely. Now, I usually do about half and half, I'd say. It's about half. I don't know if there's a proper ratio for these mules, luckily, but about half gone already, that bottle is. This is only a 375, guys, so, I mean, that's fine. This is actually a little more than half, but that's all right. I know, Steve A. I know. I had to try it once though, and it was really good. It was really good. All right, so this is the go-to ginger beer in my opinion. Goslings. See, let me know if anyone else has ever had the Goslings before. It's really good. 3-to-1 ginger beer to whiskey. No, that's not correct. That is never how Never how I have made these in the past, Steve. I mean, that might be what they recommend, but no. That is not enough. You're just drinking ginger beer, and ginger beer is not alcoholic, so. Alright. We got our good old-fashioned, I'm going to go with 2 of them on this now, limes here. I'm going to put 1 in the drink, 1 on the side of the drink here. Woo! And I'm going to put a couple mint leaves in there, too. Just for garnishment. Alright. There she is. I love these copper mugs. It's just so frosty. Keeps your drink nice and ice cold. Mmm. Woo! That's strong. That's strong. I mean, if you think about it, like when you put a 40%, 80 proof whiskey in your drink, you can't, especially with a whole bunch of ice, you wouldn't think it would give you much alcohol burn for us that are used to like barrel proof, you know, whiskeys and whatnot, but it, Ken, looks like a salad. Yeah. I'm gonna get my fork out after I drink it down a little bit, don't worry. But it still gets that little alcohol kick, you know? Captain Hank Make It Happen says he really likes the Great Jamaican Ginger Beer Company, spicy. So it's like extra gingery, extra spicy, because that sounds nice. I'm a big spice guy myself. That's good. Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'd like that. Something I have always liked non-whiskey related is it's still alcohol related, but a good Bloody Mary. I've always liked a good Bloody Mary, but it has to have that right amount of spice, because the spice I just really, really like. I always ask for extra of whatever they put in there normally. Steve A says he uses Krabby's for a reason. It's very ginger and 4.8% alcohol. Okay. Also, someone said check the can to see if it says it's alcoholic. I see nothing about alcohol on here. Just a refreshing zip of ginger. That's it. Camera can't focus anything. Sorry, guys. Yeah, now that sounds nice. Cat Made It Happen. Extra spicy. Now that's right up my alley. Yeah. I've always been a fan of all types of mules myself. I mean, they all are just good. I mean, to me, it's the most refreshing drink on a hot summer day. I didn't even know that they made alcoholic ginger beer. I just thought that was a expression for ginger soda type thing or whatever. But I'll have to keep my eye open for that. Yeah. But I'll keep an eye out for all the other recommendations too. I've never seen the Old Jamaica before. And Jason Coates said the same thing. His favorite was Old Jamaica, but he can't find it in town anymore. I don't think I've ever even seen that before. So I don't know. Yeah, that's good stuff, guys. Good stuff. So anyone basketball fans in here? We got March Madness coming up. Obviously, Jason's doing his March Madness series right now. He's getting towards close to round 2 here, so I've been loving that series a lot. So when's the next one coming out, Jason, if you're still lurking in here? Duke, Monica Willett says. Yeah, I have a brother-in-law who's a huge Duke fan. But they've been having some injuries, so you never know. I mean, Duke's good year in, year out, so obviously we're Michigan State here. And you just don't know. Year to year, it's like it could go back and forth with them. So that's right. I forgot that Zion is back this game. I'm sure he's going nuts right now. I'm going to have to check in. I realized after the fact that I'm interrupting playoff basketball, so I apologize. But thank you for all the basketball fans here who are hanging out, drinking with me. DH Silv says he's a UK fan. Death to Duke. Yep, that's right. UK is always really good too, though. Oh, Badgers, come on, Brian. Big Ten, get out of here. That's tough for me. So let me ask you guys this question, and we'll keep it Irish related. What is the next purchase Irish-wise I should make? So again, I have the Teeling single grain, Redbreast 12 cast strength, and Tullamore Dew, and now Jameson's, just base, of course. But probably my favorite of them all, little spoiler alert, is Redbreast cast strength, honestly. It was just so good. So good. And I really think I like that sherry. I think I like that sherry note. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Where should I move next? Because I still want to stick in Irish territory for a little bit. Just because I'm enjoying it so much. And I'd be curious to know what you guys think. Kenneth Kennedy says, peated. Peated. Is there such thing as a peated Irish whiskey? Is that a thing? So that's 2 for Connemara. How about that? Okay, so I'm going to write that down. I don't know if I've ever seen that in the store. Is that just a single expression, or are there multiple varieties of that? A lot of people have recommended the Jameson Cask Make Stout Edition. I'm a big stout guy, so that makes sense. Oh, Connemara is peated. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Does the peat come through quite a bit, or is it pretty subtle? Yeah, multiple people have recommended Jameson Black Barrel. I almost got it today. It was $38, I think, for a fifth. Yeah, I don't know. I'll get it eventually. You know, I'll get it eventually, but just writing down this too. I just am loving exploring different types of whiskey at the moment. I mean, I'm still bourbon heavy, of course. Still my favorite, you can tell behind me, but I'm really enjoying trying Irish, trying Scotch. I actually, when I was at the Heaven Hill tasting, I actually tried my first Japanese whiskey, and that was Yamakasi 12-year. Honestly, it kind of reminded me of an Irish whiskey. It kind of did. It had that kind of grain note that I associated with the 3 Irishes I had. I don't know if that's just me or if anyone's ever experienced that as well, but let me know if anyone's noticed that themselves before. But the Yamakasi 12 was good. It wasn't as much barrel as I thought. The 12 years I figured it was going to be a lot of barrel, but then again I had, like the Ardbeg 10, I didn't get a lot of barrel notes either. So it could have something to do with climate, who knows, but it was still really good. I mean, it was really easy to drink and it was good stuff. Yeah, Ken. Go to Ireland, get the cast strength at Jameson Distillery. Now, I'm sure that would be really, really good. I would love to take a trip to Scotland sometime and do the distillery tours. I mean, I know who I'm going to talk to about it. Eric's got all the insight on that. I would love to do that. So that's on the bucket list at some point. But I'm definitely going to be making it back to Kentucky probably within the next 12 months. Because I had a great time there too, and now that I've got the channel going too, there's a lot of stuff I'd love to do. So James Glenn, yes, he says Japanese and Irish are similar. Good. So it's not just me being crazy, you know, not knowing what I'm talking about. But yeah, that was my first time into Irish. So I'm sorry, into Japanese whiskey. So it was very, I thought it was very similar to what I tried. But I really liked it still. I really liked it. Steve A said it's very good indeed. He poured a bit of that last night. So they actually make a Jameson cast strength available for purchase? Because I've never seen that. I didn't know that. I wonder where I can get that. I'm sure that would be really good. Hmm. Hmm. How about that? Yeah, so now I really like the Yamakasi 12. So now I want to branch more into Japanese whiskey, but it's like I gotta drink some of the stuff I have, you know? it's a tough job to have, guys. It's so tough. Mm. Yeah, DH Silva, it's true. I see the Toki a lot, but that's the only one I see. I've seen Yamakasi 12 one time and I didn't get it, but oh, Steve Bay says it's the Jameson Black Barrel single barrel cast strength. Only available. Okay, so you actually went to the distillery and got it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I think that'd be so incredible. I would definitely love that. Mm. Nice chill on the mug there. Look at that. It's so chilled. Keeps it so cold. Mm. Mm-mm. All right, guys. We're getting close to the end here, but cocktail night was fun. 5 good cocktails, put the pickle back in there. I finally learned the right way to do it. I mean, no, it was awesome. I appreciate you guys hanging out on Friday. There's a lot of stuff you could be doing Friday nights, but thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate that. Because this is what I like doing, so. Ooh. So, I had that Heaven Hill tasting the other night, and yeah, DH Silv, that might have to happen actually, because I have not tried the 2019 yet. No, but the Heaven Hill tasting the other night. So it was at a lounge that is actually attached to a liquor store, Riverside Liquors and Riverside Lounge in Grand Rapids, and the owner came over and we were talking, chatting up, and he ended up buying like a couple drinks for us. I mean, I actually got to try the Michter's Toasted Barrel for the first time. That was really, really good. I tried the High West Campfire, also really good. He then pulled out 3 samples from Mammoth Distillery. So Mammoth Distillery is a micro distillery around here, and they're picking a barrel from there. So I got to try all 3 of the samples that they chose, and that was really cool too. I mean, trying those, that was awesome. So I've got a lot of plans with him down the road. I'm hoping to really get in on some barrel picks, because he did 5 barrel picks this year. My Buffalo Trace episode I did last week, or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, that was included, and that actually took the cake on best Buffalo Trace products. So I mean, I would love to get in on a lot of that stuff. I'm really hoping I can do some picks with him. There is a bourbon club at the lounge, so I'm hoping to get in on that. So we'll see, guys, but that would be really, really cool, because I love doing that night. Monica Wilt said Campfire is not good, it's ashtray. Honestly though, Monica, have you had the Ardbeg 10? Because the Campfire had a whole nother level of sweetness that the Ardbeg did not have. Like, it was bourbon sweetness. It was completely different than that. I mean, you could definitely tell there was some bourbon influence. So that's funny you say that. But I like the smoke, so yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. Liquid bandage. I did describe that in my review as well. I said a definite medicinal bandage note, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely a thing. It's not just you making that up. But I definitely think the Campfire was a lot more relatable for an Irish drinker. I'm sorry, guys. I've had a few too many cocktails tonight. A lot more relatable for a bourbon drinker. So, yeah. All right, Eric. Thanks for hanging out. Awesome stream tonight. I'm sure we'll be seeing you soon. All right, guys. It's getting to that time. We better wrap up. Yeah, mint leaf there. Awesome time hanging out tonight, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. I love doing cocktail night. I'm loving Irish whiskey. March is a great month for Irish. This is awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really hope we can do this again soon. Next week, I've got Vito from Cast Strength Reviews. He's going to be on here. We're going to be drinking scotch. He's going to be introducing me to a lot of scotch, so I'm hoping he might bring me more over to the scotch side. We'll see. But I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a great night. Have a great weekend. Take care, guys. Peace.